Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to begin today with some focus on our breathing. I bet you're all surprised about that, but it's to me it's the foundation for everything. Sets the tone for meditation. It also sets the tone for meditative movement and healing movement. So wherever you are, please sit up nice and tall. And actually, for the first little breathing piece, if you want to lie down on your back someplace comfortable, it really works that way too. Okay, so wherever you are, take a moment, just get yourself comfortable. If you're seated, you want to be aware of your feet, so just lift your heels and toes, alternating a couple of times, and feel the soles of your feet as though they're receiving information from your carpet or your floor. And at the same time, if you're in that chair, rock a little bit from sit bone to sit bone, again, to really feel the sensation of where your body is in the chair. And then we want a tall spine, like a beautiful plant growing tall. The spine, our spines are the stalks, rising up through the bloom of the head and floating up so the spine is elongated and long. The head is nicely balanced, not too far up with the chin, not too far up with the back of the head, but beautifully balanced. Think about the top of the spine coming up to the eye level deep inside your skull, and just rising straight up. And you want to have that sense of freedom, connecting to the sky above and the earth below at the same time. Let's roll the shoulders up and back just a couple of times to awaken our connection with chest, shoulders. If you're lying on the floor, you're just getting your back nice and relaxed. You can even do little shoulder rolls. They're going to be smaller, but you can do this on your back. And if you are on your back, just bend your knees or have your legs extended, whatever feels nice to you. And here we are with a nice long, tall spine. And we're going to make a new sound today on the exhalation. And it's going to be a very, very gentle. That would be F-O-O. F is in Frank, O-O. As though you're going to say food or fool, but not getting into the word, just the F sound, very softly, like a very refreshing tiny breeze. So let's inhale through the nose, filling everything up, and then ever so gently and as you make that sound, feel whatever changes it's creating in your body, and wait until your body needs to inhale to take your next breath in through the nose, filling your belly, your chest, your back, and again, hello, beautiful people. I see your green bubbles and your hearts. It makes me very happy. And just slowing things down, inhaling through the nose, letting your body make the executive decisions about length of breath. And there's no striving or pushing. It's all about noticing what's exactly the right amount. And one more time. And I invite you to continue breathing, whether you're sitting or reclining. And we want a smooth, relaxed, calm flow. We want to take all the time we need to broaden our breath, lengthen our breath, while listening to the guidance of the breath itself. So we're not letting the mind push the breath. Oh, if I just push that last little bit out, it'll be longer. We're dropping any of that, we'll call that striving. There's a place for that, but we're not interacting with that energy today or in these classes in general. So we want that smooth, relaxed feeling of the breath expands, the breath draws in, and we're going to place our hands on just a couple of body areas. So let's start today with the back. If you're lying on the floor, you've got a step ahead. You've got already the feeling of the back lying on the floor, so you can just use that. If you're sitting up, place your hands. And on your next inhalation, expand the breath, broaden it into the back of your body as though you're spreading the backs of the ribs. And at this point, we're happy to be breathing gently in and out through the nose. And take the time and be curious, be open and curious about directing your energy and your concentration into these simple yet profound areas. And now we're going to do a twofer. We're going to place one hand over the heart and chest, and the other hand is on the low belly. And let's fill both these areas gently. You may find that one fills a little bit before the other, creating a wave effect. If that's happening for you, allow it. And there's no right or wrong. There are systems that teach fill the belly first, then the energy goes into the chest, and then empties, kind of reverse. And then other traditions teach fill the chest, and then the belly. So whatever is happening most easily for you, do that. They're both correct. Neither one cancels out the other. We just want to make sure that the mind doesn't get tense and think, oh, there's only one right way, I'm doing the right way or the wrong way. That creates the tension. The action itself, there's so many possibilities. And maybe you're filling evenly both of those places. So just allow a couple more moments for your breath. And now resting your hands comfortably on your thighs, or if you're lying down at your sides, we want to feel the breath. And I want you to notice for the transition between the inhale and the exhale. It's very subtle, so we want to get very quiet and allow the breath to flow. We have a gentle, expansive, nurturing inhalation, and then there's a tiny space before the exhalation starts. We're not trying to make it bigger right now. And then at the end of the exhalation, there's a tiny suspension or space before the inhalation. We're just listening. It's like listening for a whisper, so we have to be attentive. Just another couple of times, because this is a warm-up. We plant the seeds and then we're going to build on them, water them later. See if you can feel for that turning place. There may not even be a gap in your breath. You're just feeling that place where the inhalation makes the switch towards the exhalation, and where the exhalation makes its switch to the inhalation. In yoga, we sometimes say the breath has 4 parts. Inhalation, tiny space. Exhalation, tiny space. Okay. So just leaving that aside, I hope you're feeling a little relaxed. Anybody want to send up a heart if you're feeling a little more relaxed or your breath is slowing down? Okay, mine is, so I'm going to trust that yours is as well. We're going to stand up now, and I'm going to lightly tip my camera. I see the heart, so people's breath is slowing down. That's the main thing that we want to experience. Slowing everything down, because then we have more time to feel, to experience. So let's take ourselves up and feel our feet. Just rock a little bit on the feet. We're going to do a few shoulder circles again, going up, inhale, back and around, and you can bend your knees and then straighten your knees. So we're getting the whole body activated, but we're not speeding the breath up. So you've got that calm inhalation for straightening the knees, rolling the shoulders back, and the calm exhalation for bending the knees and rolling the shoulders forward. Good. Now we're going to take that a little further. As we exhale, the elbows come a little bit further forward, and then the palms turn over and the elbows pull back as the chest opens. Exhale, elbows lead forward. Turn the palms up, elbows lead back. Exhale, bend the knees, elbows forward. Inhale, elbows back. So the outsides and backs of the elbows lead forward, and then the tips of the elbows lead back. One more time. Exhale, rounding the back, bending the knees. Inhale, opening up. And just wiggle that out a little bit. Shake it out a little bit. Any dusty places we want to just release. Make some sound. And then suspend yourself from your beautiful magic bungee cord. Keep that buoyancy in your body. And a little easy twisting. Use the foot. So we want to press the ball of the foot and the toes today a little bit more. That's the back foot kind of gives you a little kickstart. Push with the foot a little bit more, push with the foot, and integrate that into your twisting. Activating the feet. Feel the ground, feel the energy that you collect from the ground as you move, lifting the heel and pressing with the toes and the ball just a little bit more. Feel how nice that is to wake up your feet. And we're going to now learn our little full body flow. First, we'll do it to get the basic movements and the basic breathing, and then we'll do the beauty of the transition. In dancer speak, we talk about the magic of the and. And 1, and 2, and 3, and there's like a little magical transition, so that's the space between the breath. That's just a teaser, so we'll start with the movement. So beginning standing beautifully where you feel strong, where your feet are relaxed and receptive to the earth energy, and the crown of your head and skull are floating up to elongate your spine to the sky. Arms, elbows just a little bit lifted, palms are round. Exhale here and bend the knees a bit. On the inhalation, the space between the hands expands and you spread your wings. As you exhale, you lower towards the ground and bend over to your amount. Backs of the hands touch. Inhalation, you're exultantly bringing the energy up and celebrating the sky. And then the hands start to face each other, and as you exhale, you slowly bring that energy through your body down to about the belly, and then the hands face each other. Inhalation, you expand and really broaden and stretch. Exhalation, you bow over and bring the backs of your hands together. Inhalation, the backs of the hands send a stream. It's like a fountain. And then the arms round, and you exhale, bending the knees and carrying the energy down. Palms face. Inhalation, you expand your wings. Exhalation, you flow down. Backs of the hands come together. Inhalation, the stream rises up through you, and then you bring the head forward, rounding the arms, softening the knees as you come down. I'll do one sideways. Inhalation, we're expanding. Fill your legs, fill your arms. Exhalation, bow, backs of the hands touch. Inhalation, you might have a chest opener and a back bend here. And then you straighten up as you round the arms and you carry the energy down. Now let's talk a little bit about the and. So the and is going to be where we switch the hand positions, and we're just going to stay really relaxed as we are. We're not going to agitate. So one of the ways it helps to think about this is to count the breath. So let's just imagine inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to add an and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and is where you make that transition, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives us an understanding of the transition movements to incorporate them, because we say in yoga, even the transitions are yoga. So all of those movements are very, very valuable. Now, if you're comfortable with it, you can imagine that and happening in the tiny space between one breath turning into the next. So just shake everything out, relax. Your body knows this better than your brain knows this. So we want to really get into that body wisdom, that proprioception. We feel our bodies. Interoception, we feel from the inside of our bodies. Okay, we'll do a few more to finish up with today. So come into your beautiful standing. You're cupping a ball of energy. The elbows are slightly lifted. You feel the earth coming up through you from your feet, and you feel the sky coming down and just giving you a little hammock to support the head and skull, so you're very beautiful and long. Exhale here. Inhale and open your arms, and in between the exhalation and the inhalation, exhalation, you change. Then the hands come together, so you've got the whole inhalation to fountain upwards, change in between the breaths, and exhale coming down. It's very subtle. The hands change so that when you start your inhalation, you have the whole inhalation to expand. This one has no and. It's basically very easy to flow down. You take the whole breath and then you change before you inhale. That's the space. Then you have the whole inhalation to celebrate, change, and the whole exhalation to come down. Now forget about all of it and just let your body organize it. Go for the flow. Two more. I lied. We're going to do two more with the light foo sound. So those of you who are tuning in, it's a soft breeze with F-O-O. Here it is again. Let that sound slow you down one more time. Cup the ball of energy. Find a comfortable way to stand. Bring the feet a little bit closer if you like. Fold the hands over the belly. Feel the suspension through the skull, lengthening your spine from above. Feel the support through your feet and legs, tethering the spine at the base. Breathe smoothly, gently, smile. And allow that soft breeze that we played with to gently move your body so that you respond. You're very vertical and centered, yet supple. And allow the breeze to settle so that you find the quietness without locking. And we'll bring the palms to the center of the heart, and we'll make the sound Om together to cleanse everything and to also offer the blessings, the fruits of our practice to all beings who could benefit from a little bit more sweetness. So to each other, to those we know, to those we don't know, even those who have different bodies than we do, 4 legs, wings, crawling on the ground, all of it. Let's take a breath in and send that love through us and and to all. Thank you so much for joining. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's spread some love around in this world. Blessings, blessings.